Yay, good morning. What are we going to do today? And who have we got on? Hello. Ali. I'm getting good at these profile pictures. Good morning. Good morning. Who don't have on? Who on? All it has. Sue. Good morning. Judith. Morning, Judith. Hello, hello, hello. Drop me a little wave, little message. Good morning from London. What's the weather like in London this week, Sue? It's gone a bit miserable here again this week. We had a nice weekend though. So I think painting duty is on for me today. Good morning, Heather. How are you today? Give it a few minutes. Well, not a few, a couple. Give it a couple of minutes. Need to wipe my nose. So I actually managed, hi morning Brenda, hi Dee. I actually managed to get a couple of breathing pranayama practices on my videos yesterday, eventually. Gosh, it was painful. Hi, yes, Sarah. Morning Ruth, yeah, these videos, sunny today, not you got sunshine, we've just got clouds and damp here. Clouds and damp, morning Frida. Yeah, so I've got a couple of breathing practices on. So your breathing is such a massive part of yoga, but with this short session like this, I kind of feel that people want to move. Hiya Jan, good morning. I feel people want to move, so I don't want to spend, I mean, if you come to class, we might spend 5, 10 or 15 minutes with our breathing practice before we actually start to move. So I didn't want to include that as part of these sessions, but I did want to get some videos up there for breathing practices. So I've put two very simple ones up there for now. It's natural breath and abdominal breathing. Both of these type of breathing practices. Oh, good morning, Claire. Let's do this, she says. Let's do this. Both of these breathing practices that I've put on there are really good to calm the mind. So if anyone is suffering with a little bit of cabin fever or getting a bit anxious about what's happening in the world, these practices are really good to calm down. And I think as well, in times when people are really busy, is the times when people should be taking 10 minutes to just recenter themselves and reground themselves and come back to the breath. So if you feel that life is kind of dragging you along with it, please do take time to sit back and, you know, just take 10 minutes for yourself. Just go somewhere quiet, you know, just even you don't need to watch these videos, you know, just really focus on your breath. Like the natural breath one is really good. It's very simple. You don't need to do anything, you don't need to change anything, it's just about observation. So please do have a look at them. Yeah, abdominal one is on there as well, Jan. So breathing one, a natural breath, I think I've got a blue cardigan type jumper on, and the abdominal breath, I think I've got a yellow t-shirt on. So just check them out. They're about 10 minutes long. Just gives you the techniques, and you can sit there for as long as you like with your breathing practice. Okay, I think we've got 17 people on. Morning Arlene, hi darling. No glasses around your mat today. So one practice last week, Arlene had to stop because she knocked over a glass over a mat. So yeah, clear space around your mat. You don't need a lot of space to practice yoga. Morning Susie. You don't need a lot of space, but please do make sure it's a safe environment. So if you do lose your balance a little bit, which often happens in yoga, you're not going to knock anything over, or you know, you throw your arms out and you don't want to hit anything. Morning Valerie. So we're going to start standing. Yesterday we had all of our practice on the floor. Today most of it is going to be standing. We're going to be working a lot with the shoulders. I'm going to be working with some balance as well. So let us go. Okay, so just want to warm up the shoulders and the neck area. Steady, nice and comfortable. Shoulders back and down, relaxed. I'm just going to look over to the right shoulder and centre, and to the left shoulder and centre. Right side, so we're not lifting, lowering it down to the shoulder. Chin is staying parallel to the floor. We're just rotating the neck, right side and centre, left and right shoulder and centre, and left shoulder and centre. Now, mirror around you, just check that when your ear to your shoulder, left side, you're not bringing your shoulder to your ear. Centre, so your shoulders still. We're just moving through the neck, left ear, left shoulder, right ear, right shoulder, and we're going to hold it there. So the head is heavy, the neck is relaxed, head is heavy. Just imagine you've got a weight attached to your right ear, I don't even know what side I'm on, aren't you, on my left side? I'm working as if I was teaching a class, so I'm actually doing opposite, doesn't matter, whatever side you're on. And I think I don't need to do opposite because I'm sure this camera flips it around anyway, so it looks like a mirror image. So let's just say ear to shoulder. And just feel this little stretch of the opposite side of the neck. I'm not going to try it. I'm going to try not to say right and left right now. So the opposite side of the neck should feel a little stretch from the back of the ear, might come down the neck and into the shoulder, but your shoulders are down, nice and parallel. And then it's going to turn your chin down towards the shoulder, so your ear's down towards your shoulder. You're just going to turn the head so your chin is tucking down into that collarbone, and your along the back. And then chin across to the centre, chin tucked into the centre of the chest, gaze down towards the floor, shoulders relaxing down, and I actually feel this stretch going all the way down between my shoulder blades. Really, really need a massage right now. And lifting the chin and letting the ear come over to the opposite shoulder. So again, shoulders relaxed, head is heavy, just feeling this stretch here. And talking about massage, quite funny because I am autonomous or self-employed. Apparently I am allowed to work. So I have no reason to stay at home. I'm allowed to go out and make myself some money. However, they haven't taken into effect that nobody is allowed to come to a yoga class, and the 2-foot social distancing rule is very hard to give a massage, so to work that one out. Give a virtual massage, eh? So turning your chin towards that shoulder, so chin down into the collarbone, gaze down towards the floor. Feeling this little stretch further towards the back of the neck. Few breaths. And rolling the chin across the chest, tucking into the chest. And lifting the head. And I'm just going to take it right side, I'm going to say the same side as you, right side, down towards the right chin, across the chest to the left, and down, left, across the chest to the right, just some little semicircles, backwards and forwards, just to warm up those neck joints. I've got a little crunching and popping going on inside my neck right now. Oh, and all the way up to centre. Bringing the hands in front and inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhaling open. Exhaling close. Inhaling open. Get a little bit of warmth into the shoulders. Few little rounds of here. Good morning, Jane. I was just thinking, is Jane not on? Hi, Tiff. Tiff's joined us today as well. Nice. Is Albert joining in with our yoga as well, Tiff? And bring the hands together, interlock the fingers, bring them to the heart. Inhale up to the sky. Exhale back to the heart. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale back. Inhale, stretch up, lift that rib cage up out of the waist. Exhale back. And here we're going to take hold of the elbows. I'm going to tuck the pelvis under, and we're going to push those elbows away. So really rounding in the upper back. Feel the shoulder blades spread across the chest, the spine, the back. I don't even know my body parts today. Please excuse me. It's just like being in a normal classroom environment with me when I just ramble and talk nonsense. And take those hands behind the back, interlock the fingers, and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Okay, release the hands, bring them to the heart. Couple of rounds of flow. Inhale, down, out and up to the sky. Exhale, bend those knees, push the bum away, chest to thighs, nose to toes. Inhale, halfway up, shoulders back. Exhale, all the way over. Inhale, all the way up, push through the legs, pull in the belly, hands to the top. Exhale, back to the heart. One more time. Inhale, down, out and up. To the floor. Halfway up, shoulders back. All the way over, and we're going to hold it here. So knees aside. Lift that tailbone, shoot it up to the sky. Take hold of the elbows. And your belly and your rib cage on your thighs. And then just have a little swing. So just let gravity do the work. Let the head be heavy, relax the neck. Just swing it a little side to side. And bring in, releasing the arms, pulling in the belly. Bring them all the way back up to the top. Exhale back to the heart, sun salutation, Surya Namaskara. So from the top of your mat, short end of your mat, inhaling, reaching for the sky, little back bend, open up the front of the body, feels a really nice stretch. Exhale to the floor. Remember, bend your knees as much as you need to get the hands to the floor. Right foot, step it back, knees down, lengthen through the spine. Neck is long. Traditionally, our sun salutations are always done at dawn with the rising sun facing towards the rising sun, so facing east. It's really nice experience actually if you ever get out at sunrise to do a few sun salutations towards the sun. Step it back into plank. So belly is lifted. Eyes are lifting, don't jump down into your lower blades, spread across the back and knees to the floor, belly up, squeeze those elbows in as we slowly lift ourselves to the floor. Who crashed? Inhale, little cobra, shoulder blades back and down towards the hips. Downward dog, tuck the toes, lift the bum, stretch it high. Right foot, any way we can, big step to the top of your mat, left knee down to the floor, extend through the spine. Few little breaths, feel a little opening in the hips. And left foot stepping forward, keep that chest low, fold over the legs, and inhale. Pull in the belly, lift the arms, lift the chest, all the way to the sky. Exhale, hands down to the sides. Inhale, palms together. Exhale. Inhale, reaching, lengthening, opening up the front of the body. Exhale, fold forwards, hands to the floor. Left leg to step back. Left knee comes down. Lift up through the crown of the head. And right foot to step back to plank. Belly up, backs to the knees lift, thighs lift, knees to the floor. Bottom lifts, Belly lifts, tuck those elbows into the body, lower the chest. Inhale, drop the hips, peel the chest, little cobra, shoulders down towards the hips. Downward dog, exhaling. And left foot, stepping it to the top of your mat, right knee to the floor, lengthening through the spine. And right foot to step forward. Exhale over those legs, nose to toes. And inhale all the way up. Exhaling, hands to the sides. Nice. Okay. Arms out. We're going to take left arm underneath that right armpit. Right arm wraps across the top. So you're going to give yourself a massive, massive hug. You're reaching for the bottom of the shoulder blades. So you don't want the hands on the shoulders here. Reach down, bottom of the shoulder blades. And really try and get a good cross in those arms. So see how my elbows are crossed above the elbows? So as tight as you can. If you're quite broad across the chest, or ladies, if you're a bit better, more well and down than me, you might struggle to get the arms crossed so far. But give yourself a big, big, big squeeze. Lift the elbows up away from the chest. So drop down and lift them up. Keep the hands where they are, but start to push the elbows forward away from the body. So see how the back starts to open, the shoulder blades flatten across the back. The shoulders are away from the ears, so please don't lose your chin or your neck into your shoulders there. Please keep shoulders down away from the ears, keep the neck long, keep the belly in. Big hug. And release those arms, stretch them out, big stretch. And then right arm underneath the left, left arm on top, hug, hug, hug. Shoulders down. Make sure you can move your neck, there's no tension in the neck. And push the elbows forward away from the body. Ears down, not ears, ears down, shoulders down away from the ears. You might be able to look down and see a little space between your arms and your chest. It's a nice stretch across the back of the shoulders. Oh. Deep breaths. And release, stretch them out. Open up. And then left arm under, right arm over, big squeeze, lift them up. And this time your top arm, the arm that's on top, your right arm, you're going to lift it up above the elbow. You're going to lift up the left arm, and then you are going to either have hands back to back, or if you've been able to cross high enough in your elbows, they're going to come palm to palm. That lower wrist is going to come towards the bridge of the nose, and the elbows push forward and up. Shoulders stay down away from the ears. So we've got double action here. We're bringing shoulders away from the ears, and we're pushing the elbows forward and up. So you should feel a big stretch on the top of the shoulders, across the upper back. So this is the top part of Garudasana, which is eagle pose. So imagine this is your eagle beak. Release the hands to the shoulders, stretch them out, and then the opposite side, right arm under, left arm over. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lift the elbows up, shoulders down, and lifting that left arm up, and the right arm. Take palm to palm, inner wrist to the bridge of the nose, lift the elbows, shoulders down, few breaths. Remember, long neck, you don't want to let your chin lift up, so the neck stays long, chin is parallel to the floor, shoulders are down, elbows are lifted. Let's feel this nice stretch, it's a big stretch across the shoulders. Few breaths. Release the hands to the shoulders, stretch them out. So you're going to try and do with the bottom part. So you need to find some stability in your feet. Hands on the hips. Bend in that left leg. So you want to sit nice and deep. Nice and deep in that left leg. So got a good bend here. Then your right leg is going to cross over your left thigh. You're going to cross it high in the thigh. So you don't want it down here, as high as you can. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Maybe you can wrap those toes all the way around the calf. Maybe. I'm going to sit a little bit deeper. Please watch your knee. If you're feeling any twist in your knees, keep these right toes down on the floor. Yeah, so we've crossed the thighs, right toes are down on the floor. Then we're going to lower the hips. Pull in the belly, lift the pelvic floor. Use the upper abdominal muscles. Imagine you're sitting on a high bar stool. Remember those when we used to go out and have a drink? Sit down. Take the arms out to the sides. Just balance here, squeeze those thighs. And press down into that foot and release, take it down to the floor. Opposite side. Right leg. Bend that right knee. Sit down. So if you try and do this with a straight leg, there is no way you are ever going to cross that leg over and you're going to twist the knee. So you really need to sit deep. Now if you're near a wall, you can just get some balance off the wall or on a chair, but sit deep. Cross that thigh high. Tuck those toes behind, pelvic floor up, belly is in, shoulders parallel. So again, we don't want to push the bum out too high. Keep the abdominal muscles active. Sit on your bar stool, open those arms out to the sides. And release the leg. Oh, so your standing leg might be a little bit on fire now. Your standing leg might really be feeling it. So we're going to do this again, and we're going to involve the arms at the same time, and then we're going to come into aeroplane. Of course we are. From eagle to aeroplane. Let's fly. So left leg, bend that left knee nice and deep. Right leg crosses around. Remember, you can keep those right toes on the floor or it hooks all the way around. Trying to keep these hips level. Sit down deep, arms out. Right arm under, left arm over. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Lift the elbows. And left arm lifts, right arm lifts, palm to palm, wrist to nose. Sit deep. Elbows away. I'm going to turn around so you can see from the side. Elbows away, shoulders are down, belly is in. And breathe. Remember to breathe. Relax your jaw, let the tongue drop away from the roof of your mouth. Little space between the teeth. Release the arms, stretch them out to the sides, and then back behind us. We release that right leg and reach that heel back behind you. Little toe down towards the floor. Neck is long. Chest is parallel. Anyone falling on their face? And inhale. Foot back down to the floor. Oh, belly is in. So you should have been using a lot of muscles there. Thigh muscles active. Abdominal muscles active. Big stretch in the shoulders. We've got balance happening. So let's go on the other side as well. So, right knee. Which way should I go? I'll go this way. I'll take the same direction. Right knee. Going to take balance in the right leg. So bend in that right knee. Crossing over the left leg. Squeezing really high up into the thighs. Squeeze those thighs together. Feel your legs are tied together. Sit down nice and deep, pelvic floor up, belly in. Left arm under the right armpit, right arm on top. Wrap and squeeze and hug. Neck stays long, lift the elbows, push them forward. Bring the backs of the hands together, palms together if they will. Wrist to the nose, lift the elbows. Sit down deep, pull in the belly. Remember to breathe. This is your eagle pose, Garudasana. Hands to shoulders. Release those arms out. Get ready to fly. Release those legs. Reach that left leg back behind, push away with the heel, turn that little toe down towards the floor so we keep this left hip lowered. We don't want to lift that hip up. Reach out and push into that right leg as we come up. Just standing. Are you still with me? Oh my word, that was fun. I even decided to do this morning, so that was all good. Hands together. Inhale, down, out and up. Exhale, soften to the floor. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, all the way over. And inhale, all the way to the top. Exhale, back, together. Step those legs up. So you're facing the long edge of your mat. Make sure you're not on a slippy surface. Right toes out to the short end of the mat. I'm going to turn those left toes in the same direction. So both feet are travelling to the right. And then we're going to move from the waist, ribs and chest. Going to bring the upper body back to face the long edge of the mat. So your shoulders are stacked over your hips and we're facing forward. Pelvic floor lifting, belly in. Shoulders down, palms up, reach the arms out. And flip those palms over towards the floor. And we're going to start to slide this left hip out towards the left. So we're not pushing the bum out behind, that's not happening at all. Remember when we did this against the wall back in week 1 or week 2, I can't remember now. Hips and shoulders stayed against the wall. And then we are reaching to the right. Reach to the right. So imagine your shoulder blades are still against the wall, we're reaching to the right. Bring your right arm down, your left arm in front, turn out, reach up to the sky, and as you reach behind you, you're going to turn your ribs, your chest, your shoulders, and you're following this hand behind you. It's going to wrap around the back, and maybe, hello, it tucks in to take hold of your right hip. So I'm just going to turn around this way to show you. So I've got this this left arm wrapped all the way around the back, and you might have hold of the back of your trousers, your t-shirt. You might be able to get it all the way around to the hip. Just want to open up this shoulder. So we've got a little bound triangle pose, pelvic floor up, belly in. And we are working from the waist. So inhale deeply, and as you exhale, turn the waist, ribs, chest, heart up towards the sky. It doesn't matter how low we get to the floor. You might be absolutely wonderful. You'll be able to feel it in the waist. Better to be up here than be down to the floor with the bum sticking out, the chest forward. This is not what we want. Release that left arm, take it high, bend your right knee, push into the foot, come on. Arms down, feet forward. Turn to the opposite way. Your left toes towards the top of your mat. Your right toes turning in. Felt that in the waist. Anybody else? Ribs, chest, shoulders facing forward. Shoulders down, palms up. Lift the arms. And then flip those hands over towards the floor. Shoulder blades staying down. Right hip, we're going to start to slide that right hip out to the side. Legs are staying straight, so we're not bending the knees, legs are straight, just sliding those right hips out to the side. We are going to do these again against the wall on another day, just so we can really cover how this should feel. Reaching towards the left, reach, 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 reach towards the left. You should be feeling a stretch on the inside of that thigh. Arms are out. And left arm is down. Right arm reaches over and behind. Take hold of the thigh. Open the chest, open the ribs. Gaze towards the sky. Few breaths. You should be feeling this in the waist. Roll the chest, shoulders. And bending that knee, pulling the pelvic floor, push into those feet, come all the way centre, arms down, feet forward, step those feet together. Wow. And hands on the hips. Mum's just making sign language to me through the window. I know what she's saying. Bend the knees, push the hips away. Exhale, fall forward. Take hold of the elbows. I'm just going to hang here like we did at the beginning. Stretch back. Taking the hands to the floor. Stepping those feet back so we can come down onto the knees. Bum to heels. Reach those arms away in front. So you want a really big stretch. Arms away in front. So you don't want to just relax the hands, really stretch, 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 stretch. And then place the elbows on the floor, bring the palms together. Bend the elbows, take the thumbs towards the back of the neck. Taking a few breaths here. Stretching out the triceps. Release those hands, walk them back to the knees, lift the head, lift the chest, and bring those legs out in front. So, we're going to have a funny little twist happening now. So, our left leg, it's called Ardha Matsyendrasana twist. So it's half fish pose. So our left foot is going to come underneath that right leg towards that right hip. Okay, so I'm kind of leant over onto my left hip here. And my right bum cheek can stay on that left heel. Now if this causes you any problems in your left knee, please just keep that leg straight out in front of you. Okay, otherwise we're here. This right foot is going to cross over the left knee. Now see how my ankle is actually right at the top of the knee. I'm not bringing it up to the thigh here. It's right at the top of the knee because we need some space here. Lift and lengthen. Lift that left arm up to the sky. And then we're going to twist to the right. So from your waist, right hand can be on the floor behind, give you some balance. Twist into the right, and then you're going to drop your left shoulder down across your left knee. We're going to lift the spine. So you can stay here. So you've got the elbow. I'm trying to get my armpit over that thigh there. But if we just got the elbow and stay here. So you're either here, crossed in front of you, or you can hold onto your leg, if not the elbow, or straight out and we hook the right thigh. If we're here and we've got the armpit really tucked into that thigh, you can reach that left arm down to take hold of your right foot. We lengthen the spine, we lift through the crown of the head, and we look over the right shoulder if it feels comfortable to do so. Twisting through the spine, looking over the shoulder. Remember to breathe, inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, twisting. And releasing the head, the shoulder, come into face center, and bringing it the opposite way. So your right leg is going to cross underneath the left, or again, if this knee is painful, you're going to keep it straight out, so you don't want to feel any like twisting or damaging going on in the knees. So your right knee is straight, facing straight up, or your right leg is out straight. Your left foot is going to cross over just by the knee, so not up at the thigh, just by the knee. If it's too high, we're never going to be able to get this twist, never going to be able to get the shoulder down. So we want to have a little bit of space. Left hand behind, push down the fingers, lengthen up. Right arm lifting up, take a big stretch, and then twist to your left. So remember, we twist from the waist, the hips don't move. We twist the waist, ribs, chest, shoulders. We drop that right elbow down, we lengthen the spine, and then we reach that hand down towards the foot, if you can. This is the final posture. So, or you might be here with the elbow on the outside of the knee, the little salute going on. You might have hold of your thigh here, or again, this right leg might be straight out in front of you. And then, when we've got full length in the spine, we move waist, ribs, chest, shoulders, and we look over that left shoulder. A few breaths. Release the neck, the shoulders, the ribs, the waist. So you should be feeling really open in your upper body, really open in the shoulders. Release that leg. And then, so your tippy toes are right at the top. Got a nice knee bend. Take the arms in front, belly is in. In, and then start to slowly lower down to the floor. So really towards your spine as you start to lower, 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 until you feel that wobble going on, that nice little vibration through the body that tells you all of those muscles are working. Shoulders are down. Belly is trembling, mine is too, belly, legs, everything going on. All the way down to the floor, shoulders down. Bring in those knees, have a little rock side to side. And then taking the feet wide as your mat. And dropping the knees to the right side. Both shoulder blades staying on the floor. It's been this little stretch through the IT band, down the outside of the thigh. Bring it center, drop them to the left. Bring it center, and if you wish to take your Shavasana, legs coming straight out, backs of the hands to the floor. I highly recommend that you stay here for a few minutes. Listen to your breath. I like that, Claire. So Claire says she kept losing me, but she carried on with what she thought we were doing. That's fabulous, Claire. If it feels good, then it's good for you today. Even if it feels good in a weird sort of way. Once again, apologies. I think we had some awful comments coming online, which I will delete as soon as I come off this live. So thank you all so much for flying with me today. I hope you enjoyed your little eagle practice. I thought I would just get that one in there. It's a little bit complicated. There's lots going on with balancing, stretching the hips, the thighs, strengthening the legs, big shoulder stretches, and that focus on balance as well. So there's a lot goes on with your Garudasana, with your eagle pose. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more open in the upper body and the legs might be trembling a little bit. So remember your gratitudes today. 3 things that you feel grateful for. Remember to be grateful for yourself, to your yoga practice, and at least 1, 2, or 3 things, people or things you feel grateful for this week, something that's made you smile and to give you a nice happy thought. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Stay happy, stay healthy. Until next time, namaste.